I say we go for no muffler. Just because. Let's go. See if gas comes out the other end. Hey guys, and how's it going? Hey, we're going to continue on building on this bike. There's already one video. Before this one, it was picking out the frame and the parts and the pieces, getting the engine cradle set up for this 4-stroke 49cc motor that came in a kit. But we're not going to use much of the kit, just some of the drive components. And those are all hooked up. Got power to the back tire, spun it up in the last video. Got the crank set up. It has a different style, so between some fudging between a crank out of another bike and this one, and then welded in, the threaded in type is now in there. And now in there for the extra width pedals to clear it. You up to speed? All right, so things we need to build. Seat, offset back. I want to put fenders on it, tri-fenders on it anyway. Build exhaust, gas tank, and I'd like to rake the front end out some. So that is some of the stuff that's on the agenda, but I think we'll just start picking some stuff off, putting parts up against it, see how we like it. There's a joke there somewhere. And start whittling away, see what we can make. All right, hold on. So I like the chain guard. This kind of went with this frame. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It would have sat. It's not allowing me to come up far enough to do what I want. Anyway, it goes. Yeah. Can't go up high enough. So that would kick back. We cut that bracket down on the back side of it. Should we cut it? Or do you want to try? You know what? Let's go flip it around and try it on the other chain on the other side. See if it looks better over there. What if we can inside or outside? Let's go lay it on the outside first. I like that. Kick it back a little line. Can we get it right on top of the... I think we could tuck that one right around it. It actually kind of looks like it's the right size for it too, right? What do you think? Is that better than the other side? Let's leave that there. Let's just leave that there. Go part shop and find some stuff, and we'll just start laying pieces on it. Figure it out. Let's go grab some crappy fenders. Kind of like this setup with the, you guys see it's dark, with the kickstand on it. The other ones, this one's colors. The colors of this one might be better. Oh, back one's trashed. Let's go take them off and beat them back into submission and lay them on the bike. got 4 points on it. Looks about a 1/2 inch. So let's go try a 1/2 inch extension. Throw a wrench on it up here. See how that works for us. Kind of wants to go. I think I might be. I kind of want to put heat on, but I don't want to put heat on because I don't want to change the color of the fender. There it goes. She's a little dry. If I would have grabbed a taller extension, it probably would have made much more sense too. I'm not clanking in between the goalpost here. I bet you the whole thing's spinning. Off with its head. So I gotta get the back one off, but can we? Kind of fudge it a little bit, and just kind of. I like the colors. The arch is wrong. Curve it more. I kind of like the, I don't know. Let's get the back fender off. Well, this might need a little love. Let's go see if we can get it. It's supposed to. We just squish it into shape. This isn't even connected. The back one's not even connected. Alright. Let's step back and take a gander. Well, I think they'll fit in with the patina of the frame. It introduces a few more colors, but actually I think maybe this can work off of that. And there's really some little color left on it. Does it really matter? It's more of a red. What do you think about the chain guard? What if we take the chain guard that is on the frame, we'll grab that one too, and maybe we'll try to place both of them on the bike and see if we got 2 chains to cover. Let's see which one we prefer, or neither. I kind of like that one there though. I can picture it with a seat kind of back here, because your leg's gonna be close to that chain, so you really want. I think it stands out maybe a little bit more too. I think on the other side it's gonna be more hidden. color-wise. You know, I think this will kind of tie into some of the other stuff, where I think on the other side it might get a little lost. Now let's get the other one off of there. We'll take a peek at that. Good old number 2. Let's see how number 2 looks. Can I actually get that? Yeah. Make it fit. It will go, it just doesn't know it yet. What do you think about that? Looks kind of short. Try swapping them around. It doesn't look bad. Just maybe just that's all we're used to. Nothing says we can't extend it. We could do something on the end of it. Make it a 2-piece. You want to swap them around? How is that going to look? Because that one's even going to be, well, because the area you want your protection is right here from the chain, and the thing's going to come to here, I think. Let's go swap them around, see what happens. I'm sure we could probably find a longer chain guard too. Yeah. Not too bad. I think we're going to trim the bracket off of this one. Might drill those rivets out so that we can fit this one down into place. Let's see what setup we want to go with. Maybe just cut it. Then we can, wherever we need to move it to, we'll just re-weld to those tabs. See if that'll tuck in there a little better. Hitting on, actually might be good right there. Looks good there too now. You got 2 of them? 2 of them the same? I don't know if I like how far it goes over. It's pushed back because the sprocket's smaller, so you're trying to match the radius there. Could always clip it if we have to, right? Let's go fill in another piece of the blank. And we'll just continue on. Again, we're just trying to mock everything up. Maybe not committed. We'll be committed at some point, but seat maybe? Gas tank's gonna take a while. Handlebars, we can kind of throw some crappy handlebars up there too and see what we come up with as far as what we want to do. And again, at some point, I'm still thinking rolling that a little bit more that way. I'd say we come in, I like to be right about, that's too far. I like to be right about there. Cut that down. It's not like I'm worried about making it adjustable. I'm going to make it to fit me. So we don't have to worry about that clamping area. Not that we can't do it lower. We can put a slice in it and crush it lower, but I think we're going to need to, if I want to drop it down to there, I can't really have a pipe that comes out that ridiculously of a bend and still have any kind of strength to it. So I think if I cut it there and I'm able to bridge that. Oh, let's go see if we can get a stem. Let's see how much it'll take a bend. Just an axle off a hand truck. Solid. That's hot, don't touch it. Just saying. Some of you need direction. I'd say we want right about there. So let's kick our bend. Let's try to make our bend swing in that area, right there. Back up. Touch that, it's warm. Got some stuff cleaned up. This is going to be a spacer between, I want to run that. Basically mimics the same as that, but it makes it so this fits. Seat. We can rack this thing on the inside. See? Kick up a little. There you go. I don't know if I want, because we can let this kind of rest on that for now, because then we could lower the whole thing down and we could actually kick it forward. We could flip this bracket the other way, have it there. And again, the whole thing, we can cut this back and shrink it down, but at least we're close enough. Let's cut it off right for now. Let's go cut it off right here. Just so we have some room to fondle our seat. Again, we can fudge that some more. What we're probably going to do is drop it down, take maybe a little bit of the bend out. We'll flip the bracket so it's on the back side. Get this probably about right here maybe. If I do it now, it's going to be facing uphill. Just leave it alone for now. We have stuff that we can work with anyway. I say we throw a handlebar in it of some sort and just start giving ourselves some ideas. It's either that or stretch the front end. What do you think? I still wanted to start on that, but once it's apart, it's... I hate when I knock it off the bench. You take out the stone. Yeah. Yeah, maybe we should have a set of handlebars in it of some sort to get an idea. And then we'll probably get an idea what we want for the front end too. Exhaust. And then we've got to change this stuff up. Make it not look like it looks. Poof, make that old. And exhaust. I don't know if you want to come down and through here and out. I don't want to go up. I don't think up is no, the gas tank's right here and your legs are right there. So either tuck it down that side. Or get under. Might be able to go under here. Looks like this is already out here this far anyway. The kickstand's on this side. It sucks. You're gonna go for the kickstand. You're gonna be wherever the exhaust is rubbing against it. All right, I'm babbling. What were we doing? I already forgot. What are we doing? Oh yeah, handlebars. Do you want to go with those? Or those? Yeah, I want those two, but they look like they're a little bit more of a pain in the ass to get off. I like the grips on both of them. I don't think we could use them though because of the way that throttle is. What are those? They might be a later model. These look old though. We don't want to take them out if we don't have to. They might look cool on it, you know? Oh. Well, that just made that decision easy. They already turned. Like a rhino. How comfortable would that be? Might actually not be bad, huh? Be cool if I could do like a brake lever for a throttle. That's normal, right? And it's our last option. You can heat them up and bend them too. You will kick them out a little. So I need to do what? I want that. Yeah. Little board tracky. That's pretty good too, huh? I was thinking a little wider, but maybe not. I'm going to open that up. We're going to leave it like that for now. Again, nothing's etched in stone. We're just kind of trying to come up with ideas. Yeah, I'm going to go see if I can get that centered a little bit, put the grip back on it, and maybe we'll start tweaking that front wheel. I'm really kind of jonesing to do that. So let's see what it like. That kind of brings the look of the bike. If you rake it out, you start tying stuff in a little differently. That neck is much cooler though. Look at it. It's like cast. A little bit more neatness to it. See if that's the same diameter. See if that'll come out. Have you ever screwed with handlebars before? Down in the stem, there's a wedge, and you unloosen the bolt. It's not going to do anything yet until you give it a whack. And depending on how rusty it is down inside there, is how well that's going to want to come out. It's also your adjustment too. Yeah, a little bit more room, and then take some time to gingerly beat the bejesus out of that and get it out of there. They're pretty much the same position. This one's got about another this one's got another ½ inch of height. It could probably go up. Everything else looks fairly the same. We'll have that one on there for now. I guess we won't be going with that one. Just saying. I hit it with the wire wheel. The original one back on. They're kind of growing on me. Got them up in the air a little higher, but everything is right now. Until I sit on it and figure out where is decent to ride. You kind of zero in on those and change stuff around. Threw the other seat on it. The other one's gonna have a tendency to Get you where you don't want to be got, you know. Yeah, should be preemptive on that strike. What do you say? I don't know. You want to spin the bike around? I want to start to give me some persuasion on those and see if we can get some raking out of the front end. We can take the fender right off. That's not a problem. Maybe we spin the bike around, or do I just take everything right off and? Let me think about it. You do too. I'll meet back here in a second. I think I've come to the point where I need to climb aboard and see how things feel against things, I guess. Like that, the pedals look like they'll be decent. I am still kind of choked up on them, but that'll be that one. That pedal will be right. The idea is not to pedal it, right? These are ride it. I don't see anything. Let's go raking that front end. But I don't see anything that any of the other pieces are disproportionate. It's the part where I look back at the video. I find I had shit all over my face the whole time when I'm looking at the camera. I say we work with one at a time. Maybe. Well, that worked out. It's threaded. Good to know. I'd like to see us get about probably about that much further out. The more out you do, the more down you get, though. You know, you curl this up, you're taking some away. Height-wise, let's... The only reason why I'm going to bend it down here is because it's a stupid logo here. And I don't want to try to cook that off, at least not yet. So you can kind of tell that they were part of the original, you know, the original frame. Let's work on curving from this curve. We'll just continue it. Is that gonna look goofy? Nah, we'll try it, right? I'm warning you now, that is super hot. You want to go a little more, you're going to be happy with that. I think that might be good enough. Get that tire forward. Essentially, we're kicking the wheelbase 2 inches wider. It's not as stubby looking. I would have liked a little bit more out of it, but I don't know. I'll ponder. Let's go put it up to the one that's already there. And that is the difference between there and there. Got a decent amount of the sticker still left. Pinstriping. Let's repeat that all over again. And through the magic of video, we got a pretty good match going on the bottom section. Then when we get to the top, they're out of whack. The bolt is in the middle, squaring them up. But it was kind of weird before. I think it's just a past jump gone wrong. So I'm going to heat probably this one up. And I'll give it a little bit more bend because that also helps with the rack, the rake. And I'll heat it up right here and try to match those two up. Might do them both a little more. While we're here, heating and bending them anyway, right? Square it up there on the bolt, and that looks pretty center. Maybe you should leave well enough alone. Let's go see how it looks. Yeah, it's a little better. Gained about not that much. Plus, when you put weight on it, it's still, you know, the front end still swings out. When we get to it, we'll just build a support from here to here to help stiffen that up. That shouldn't be an issue. Let's go throw the fender back on it. All right, I'm done pondering and sticking pieces back on and eyeballing stuff. That is a rack. I think that was the original one for this bike. It wasn't a black one. I think it was this one because that paint matches, I would say, that color right there. Fender's throwing it off. I'm pretty sure that's the one that came with it. Again, I didn't take it apart. I like it. Seat got tweaked a little bit. Hammered down a little further, tucked in. Deciding whether I like that rack or not. It kind of makes the bike look lower and longer, and that's part of what I'm looking for. We still got taillights to make and that kind of thing yet. And I threw the faux gas tank back on there. I like it more. Problem is, I think I'm coming off the chrome of the muffler. I'm like, hey, that kind of goes, yeah. But I don't know if I want it all that bright and shiny. That one piece may be okay. Also, too, I'm not sure how much of a gas tank you could make inside there. Again, we're not cruising 100 miles, but I like to be able to have a range of, say, 30. I put that strut up there too. These are the two that were in the box upstairs. Here's one of them. So we just re-drill it for that. And I'll give that support for the front end. The other one's on the bench. And I guess that's, you know, it is going to have, you figure, this piece, this will be in the metallic family. I wouldn't exactly say chrome, but cleaned up some. So I'm trying to take the engine out of the picture. We'll make that its own Yeah, trying to make it look like the rest. Right now I'm trying to concentrate. What does the rest of the bike look like with an engine in it? Does it look like? Looks pretty good, huh? Looks cool. Just leave my hand there, I'm good. I think we're on the right path. Okay, we can change stuff around, but I think we're doing good. Why me? Not sure on the rear rack yet. Let's see. It does make the seat look a little lower too, though. It breaks up the amount of space that's in between. But we'll see, because this I still want to drop down yet. This I want to cut it though. I don't want to ram it down there too far. And we can come in, tuck that a little closer. We could actually probably even go right in between those a little bit if I want to really. Alright guys, I think at this point, calling it a night, and I could think about it in my dreams and see what I want to come up with. And plus I got some stuff coming in yet too that we're waiting on. I have to. Kids. Alright, parts came in. Do you want to go with brick or ivy, antique white, which one you want to try? That, or we got black tires too. You could always go back to that. I want to take the front end apart and start detailing and mounting the fender and all. Let's try one of those, and if we don't like it, we could change it, but I kind of want to try building the bike around that. And sometimes the colors make you think of different things as you're going along, putting stuff together, what direction you travel. So let's go try it with something a little on the offside, shall we? Believe it or not, there is a waffle underneath all that. I'm not kidding. There it is, poking out right there. It's missing one thing. Perfect. There we go. Breakfast of champions. A little before. Ah, they're in a cage. Good. And in a cage. Wunderbar. Mother Nature's having a party outside. So when you weren't looking, I decided to make a gas tank that fits inside a fake gas tank. It's not completed, but I mocked it up just to kind of, I figured no matter what, I'm going to use this tank on something. So even if I don't use it on this bike, keep it. So that's what we got. I got to make a tap right about here with a 1/4 inch copper line coming out. We'll make that for the gas fill. And on the other side, hold on. It already had a hole in the side. I think it was for a horn. You beep the horn through there, or a headlight switch, one or the other. Of course, that's not going to go back there, but I'm thinking maybe we could use that for the outlet of fuel. The only problem is it's so low, but I'm just trying to minimize how many chops I put in this thing. The problem is if you come out with a fill and say you bring it up to here, you're halfway down the tank, so when you go to fill it, it's going to try to get it, air's going to get stuck above that point, and it's not going to want to fill anymore past that. So either just be happy with it, and maybe when you fill it, you kind of lean the bike outside a little bit and you fill it. I don't know. I really don't want to chop more holes in it. Like I said, the other one of the other ones I did, I kind of cut the top of it away and came up out of the side here. But maybe we'll try it, see what happens. Anyway, I made a gas tank. I'd say it'll hold about over a quart, kind of like the size of your your favorite beverage. You didn't cap off the end yet, like I said. I still need to do the other parts. You cap it all off, you'll be trapping air and you'll never get a weld shut because it'll always be trying to push off. So you got to leave a vent hole. That'll be the last one. After we fit it, we'll put that on. I'm gonna do a whole bunch of that. Jesus. Did you jump? That was a good one. I had no warning. Alright, I'm going to wipe all that off. Probably give it another rinsing. We'll dry it up. I like to rub like a heavy grease, wax, paste in the old rusty metal. But on this one, I want to try something a little bit different. I'm not clear coating it, but I want to go with tung oil. Primarily it's used on wood, but I think in this instance, it may work fairly well for us too. So we'll give it a shot. We could probably even go over it if I don't like how it comes out. I can go over it with my waxes later on. I think this is probably gonna make everything kind of come out, all the pinstriping and the colors and the. So while I got this section apart, I'm gonna wipe it down, and again later on I could always touch it up. It's easy to do. It's a low maintenance kind of thing. It's not like we're painting it, you know. But it does dry up pretty good. It'll get fairly. Your hands won't be wet when you touch it, so to speak. All right, knock it off. Well, I'm going to go take some time. We'll do this, and we will also go and do the parts that are sitting down below it. I'm liking it. Come on. And then we'll go deal with the front wheel while this is doing its thing and tacking up a little bit. We'll take care of that front tire, and we got to do that front rim probably also the same way. Yeah, a nice warm look to it. I like it. Not sure what we're going to use of it yet, but we'll figure that out when we get there. Huh? I'm going to try making the pivot. It's got suspension on the front that rocks, so this point right here has to be able to pivot. So we got to look into making something that'll hold up. I need more. Need more goo. That's some goo. Well, you won't be needing that anymore. It was fine. It's a Cordovan Deluxe. They didn't go for the regular one. They got the Deluxe. I don't know what the original tire's on. I'm trying to remember what these rims are off of. I don't think they're on this one. I'm not sure though. But I do believe they're Schwinn. I think. I'm not exactly worried about saving it. Another screwdriver would have been quite handy though. That looks like it's been on there a year or two, huh? That thing even held air. However long that was sitting. Like that. guess a Cordovan Deluxe holds up over time. At least the tube did. See what our rim looks like. Like getting you dizzy. I'm going to go hit it on the wire wheel. We'll clean some of that crap out of there. I'm going to wash this part of it like I did everything else and do the same thing I've done to the other parts of the frame. And then we'll go put a tire on it. Spokes are all tight. Went around and give even tension and in a straight line. And that. We'll clean those bearings, see what that looks like. You're a tad dry, huh? Yeah, dry balls. Just won't work. They change the color at all. Make it shinier. Bum. You think do the spokes too, or am I getting carried away? I do them once, I gotta do them all. You don't need to watch me stroke my spokes, do you? You thought I was gonna cheap out. Spend the $2. Tube protector. Spoke protector, what's it called? Nothing's too good for my builds. Watch, I put like a used tube back in it. Right. You gonna play well? a little wobbly. Getting that front end together, it's looking good. I like the sheen. Most of the metal parts is fairly decent. Those struts, or supports, whatever you want to call them, now that we bent the front end, is in a different spot, so we just have to go call that. It's a new location. Probably got to go in the center more, huh? And then we'll flip them around to the outside and it'll bolt with the wheel, and then I'll bridge that center so it doesn't just want to go. I hate when it does that. Well, I got it together without the fender. That's the first time I'm stepping back looking at the tire combo. I think the white tires also would look good, but the rim is already white, so there's no offset. I think we'll move forward with it. Again, they're just tires. We can change them if we don't. Kind of like the way it ties in a little bit here. Seems nice and shiny now too. Let's go take, like I said, I drilled those. I'm out of room on the axle. I don't think it had this much material in here before. I thought it was, one of them had doubles on it. Maybe it wasn't this one. Nothing saying that we can't put that inboard further and get rid of that. Clamp it all with the same hardware, but the fender also, where is it? It's over there. The fender also has taps onto that same point there also. It's a lot of ossos. That spins up pretty good too. Of course, everything's been lubed while it's been apart. The tire's got a bit of a hump to it, but we'll run it a little bit, then deflate it and reflate it. Sometimes you kind of need to reseat. Fender. I'd like to try to attempt it. I don't know how we're going to be able to tie into the center because this has the pivot bolt going through it. So normally you can access the center right here and thread up into that, but we don't have that capacity on this one. In other words, if I just bolt that there, what's to keep it from doing that? Not that we can't make something up, maybe grabbing the sides here, but I'm going to undo and redo and I'll bring you back. All right, it's getting late, so I put the mood lighting on. I don't know if I like the color of the tire or not. I'm kind of wonder if it's too much of that. I like the way the paint came out though. I like the shininess of the fender. I think I could probably grab, if I drill holes here, here and here. I got to make a dent for behind here for it to fit. It's pressed in right now. But anyway, drill holes and maybe a brass wire tie it. That'll hold it from spinning, and then it's already locked. As position is already locked, you know, left and right from the supports to the tank back in there. I like the way all the metal pieces look. Of course, you still have to get a headlight in there. See the before and after. The after and the before. Difference in the fender. I like the darker rusted look to it. Let me back putting the tank on. It covers up a bunch of this, but that's okay. I wonder what was here that caused that. Let's go throw a white tire just up against it, see what it looks like. Let's see. Go with that. Stay. Gotta back up and look too. Without it actually being on the bike, it's kind of maybe. I'm kind of thinking black actually, picking up the black off the frame. Don't know how you try. We're just gonna keep bouncing around. Each video will have a different set of tires on it. All right, we'll see. Guys, late. That's it. I'm wrapping it up. We'll call it a night. We still have put the motor back on. We still have to dress the engine and make it look like it's not from 2020. And build the exhaust. Finish the gas tank. And of course, the back wheel. But oh, I ordered. So it's called the rag joint, I think, on these setups. Then there's another one. You clamp the center of the hub. You got top and the bottom aluminum machined hub that locks on, and then it's got 3 studs that come off of it that bolt onto a whatever sprocket you want. I also went with a taller ratio on that. This is 44 tooth. I went with 56. Those engines, I did a little bit of homework, are notorious for burning up the primary chain that's inside that little case over there, and the clutches burn up really quick. So I'd rather have this thing do 20-25 miles an hour and be able to pull a hill and not burn up the clutch, compared to making it be able to do 36, but first time you hit a hill, it smokes the clutch that's in the thing. So plus it's got coaster brakes, which is you pedal backwards and there's a brake inside that rear hub. That's it. As of right now, we don't have a front brake, so I don't know if I want to be doing like 39 and having to drag my feet, so to speak. Guys, I'm going on and on. Thanks again for hanging out with me and just having a little fun wrenching with some cheap junk in the garage and seeing what we can make out of it. Till the next one, see you soon. Bye. Fixed. Yeah. That sure looks a lot better. Nice if the one blows up. We're gonna go with something like that instead. It's more my style. The only problem is it's not street legal. It's too much horsepower, too much CC. Where everything I'm building on this bike, I can legally run around here, no registration, no nothing. But they look cool. Maybe the next one. That would be a little bit more like it, wouldn't it? It's a Rio. Maybe someday. Good for me.